Okay, Dr. Chaudhry, first of all, you can just give us your name and who you represent.
Yes, my full name is Dr. Qamar Zaman Chaudhry. I am the advisor of Government of Pakistan on climate change and climate affairs, and I am also the vice president of World Meteorological Organization, and I am also the lead consultant on climate change with the Ministry of Environment.
Okay, and Pakistan is a country which has suffered from the effects of climate change in recent years. Can you expand a little bit on that and tell me how Pakistan has been affected?
Yeah, in fact, for 170 million Pakistanis, the climate change is a reality. We don't consider it no more a threat, but because it has become a reality for us. As you have indicated that in this last summer, Pakistan was affected by the devastating floods of its historic floods. And you see that this was an extreme weather event. In fact, normally in the monsoon we experience floods, but not of that magnitude. This year, this was an extreme event that happened. This was because of the interaction of two westerly and easterly weather systems and the stagnant jet stream that caused the heaviest rainfall in northwest of parts of the country, which normally does not receive much rainfall during monsoon. So that caused the flooding in the country. The magnitude of the flooding, you can see that it affected 20 million people made homeless, and 2 million houses were destroyed. So if we look at this magnitude, the number of people affected, I think there is no parallel in the history that so many people are affected by an extreme weather event or flooding, you can say. So this was the reason. But beside this extreme event, what we are in fact looking at this, because the one event, it is sometimes difficult to relate it to the climate change. But if we look at the, you can see the frequency of the extreme events in Pakistan. If we just look at the last about a year, during this year of 2010, there were about 6 extreme events. We have experienced a drought in the country. Then we have experienced the extreme heat wave conditions, which broke all the previous record of temperatures in the country, many parts of the country. And then we experienced these floods.
Because Pakistan has always suffered from natural disaster, but you're saying the frequency and the intensity have obviously become much worse in recent years. Is that plain to see?
Yeah, you are very right. In fact, Pakistan was experiencing this weather events in the past also. But if we look at the frequency during the last 15 years, that have shown an increasing trend. And not only the increasing trend of the frequency, but also the intensity. Intensity is also showing an increasing trend. You see that every time we have an extreme events, the extreme events have broke all the previous record. Either is a temperature records, either this is this rainfall event. In many parts of this Pakistan, we are experiencing such an effect. So that's why I think we are convinced that climate change has now becoming a reality for Pakistanis. And same, I think, our region is also experiencing the extreme events.
So what does Pakistan want or Pakistan need from this conference, from the developed nations, from the whole climate change process to try to mitigate the effects of some of these natural disasters or these disasters?
In fact, honestly speaking, Pakistan is a low emitters. I think our carbon emissions are insignificant. But as far as the impact of climate change are concerned, I think we are the worst sufferer, you can see. So definitely, as we are not contributing to the global warming or carbon emissions, and we are suffering, so we would definitely like the globally, the countries, especially the developed countries, should take a lead, and they should start taking mitigation actions, reducing this greenhouse gas emissions, and then more importantly, the countries like Pakistan, which is suffering most, we should get in, because it is very difficult for Pakistan to cope with these climate change impacts alone. And so we would like that for adaptation, we should be provided the assistance, technology in the technological fields. We expect that the developed countries should provide us assistance in the, I think, new technologies, so that we can mitigate, as well as we should be able to adapt to these climate changes which are impacting our country. Because you see, Pakistan is an agriculture country. Our economy is agriculture-based economy. And because of the climate change, our water resources are under threat. Glaciers are likely to be impacted badly, because our all water resources are depends upon the glaciers and snowmelt. And besides some part of monsoon, which is causing, in fact, mostly the flooding. So this global warming is causing this impact on our water resources. And then our neighboring countries, which are using this coal-based industry. So the direct this transboundary pollution and the carbon source, they are also depositing on this our glaciers, Himalayan glaciers. So we are in fact worried about these the health of these glaciers. If these are impacted, not only our water resources will be impacted, our agriculture will be impacted, our food security will be at risk, our energy security will be at risk, and at the end, I think the whole economy of the country can be badly impacted if this trend of climate change is continued.
And are you confident that by the end of this week we'll have made some advances on the road to getting what Pakistan needs and other countries in a similar position need?
In fact, I'm trying to see that we are trying to contribute to the success of this COP16, although our expectations are much more, and I think the progress so far, as far as we are not very much satisfied with the progress so far, but we still hope that during the next few days there may be some breakthrough, and at least we should have some decisions about the mechanism of this, the operation of this climate fund, some mechanism how to the sufferer of the countries which are suffering from these climate change impact, how they can be assisted to adopt to these changes, as well as the technological options are given. Developed countries are assisting countries like Pakistan, that how we can get the implementation of these new technologies to reduce this impact of mitigate these impacts, as well as adopt to these climate changes.
Okay, Dr. Chaudhry, thank you very much.
Thank you.